Hello community! Today we have a test, a real life test, and we go here. We go with the new Gemini 2.0 Flash Thinking Experimental published today. We have an update January 21st, and we go with DeepSeek here. You know we have the new R1. So if we press here, we get the new DeepSeek R1, the 0.6 trillion free trainable token. And the task, you're not going to believe it, the task is the same. So let's put here the task in both, and let's go. This is live, you see it here live. Yeah, maybe we can get rid of this. And I guess, yeah, let's do a code execution, but otherwise, let's get rid of this. And yeah, where are we? So there you see both models side by side thinking. The identical task, DeepSeek R1 published yesterday, and on the left side, new Google published today. You see, this is, you can see their thinking, you can see their sorts, what they're trying to do. You see the real-time speed. Okay, solution. We have a solution from Google. Okay, tested. Final table and verification by Google done. Oh wow, verification against all clues. No, I don't need any settings. So we get a final table and verification. I did not even ask for a verification, but now it starts with all 15 elements. You see, 15 conditions are now tested. All clues are satisfied under the interpretation. Oh, of clue 5 as a general link rather than a direct identity of a wizard. Uh-oh. So, there we have it. And Google is wrong. Great. So, let's see if R1 is able to find the correct solution. R1 is still thinking. And I would assume that here, the interpretation of clue 5 as a general link rather than a direct identity. This is, of course, here the wrong assumption. I don't know how this could happen, but at least we get here that Google interpreted something and did not accept it as a fact. So Google much faster, but unfortunately, wrong solution. So let's wait for DeepSeek R1. Hey, final answer, here we are. Now, isn't this beautiful? Yep, this looks much better. Yes, I know it by heart right now, because I already have 5 other videos on exactly this test with all the other models that there are, so you have a direct comparison here on the performance. All clues are satisfied with no overlaps in categories. Great. So, unfortunately, I have to tell you, R1 beats here the latest Google model. So for Google, we say now, hey, listen, take clue 5 as a direct fact and implement this. If you want, we can have a look at it. Google kind of tried to cheat here a little bit. He said, hey, I don't take this as a real fact. No, I can interpret this. No, you cannot. This is a logic test. There's no freedom of interpretation of the facts I give you. Google is running it again. Okay. As a direct fact, okay, we have final table, verification against all clues. All clues are satisfied with the direct interpretation of clue 5. Yes, beautiful. And it is still wrong. And you see, this is what I wanted to show you. It is not that Google is wrong, but given the first run, it made the same mistakes again. It was not able to break free here from this. Let's do the same thing again. We have now a second run by Google. I don't have to tell you anything anymore. You know exactly what's happening. Yep, this is real time. Come on, Google, do it again. And hopefully it will not interpret clue 5 now in any other way. So let's just wait. Because if it would find immediately a correct solution, I would love to show you another effect that I just found that both systems suffer from this. check the clues, reasoning process. Ah, it gives us another reasoning process. This is nice. No, thank you. It starts with 0. Okay, then it fills it in. Yep. Final table, final answer, and here we are. And now it got it right. Now Google got it right? Yes, absolutely. And do we see it? Yes, we see it. Look. Eldoria, Orb of Shadows, Healing Griffin. And here we have Eldoria, Orb of Shadows, Elemental Magic, and Pegasus. And now is the big question, which model got it right? Now, let's have a look at this and let's just for fun, let's see which model gets it right now. And we just say, hey, imagine there's a second valid solution for this logic test. Find the second valid solution. Go. We put the same thing into Google. And let's see what's happened. Yeah, we expand the sorts. We want to see what's happening. And now we again live. And now with a little bit of luck, we will find something else. So Google is done. Yeah, Google's done. Reassign, verification of the second solution attempt 3. Attempt 4, 5, there. After extensive attempt of swapping a rearrangement, it becomes highly probable that the clues seem to allow for multiple solutions, actual or restrictive, and lead to unique solution. Therefore, I must conclude that based on my exhaustive search, there is no second valid solution. So Google tells us, listen, there's no second valid solution. My solution is the only valid one. So this means that Google thinks Google is right. But what about DeepSeek R1? That's a little bit, yeah, still thinking, okay, take your time, my little one. Let's see if R1 also believes that R1 has found the only valid solution. And here we are. Here's why a second valid solution is impossible. Isn't this beautiful? This is exactly what I was hoping for. So, and here we have it now, the argumentation. Upon re-examining the clues and constraint, the original solution is unique and fully satisfy all logical dependencies. Yeah, yeah. Conclusion. Puzzle's constraint eliminate ambiguity, making the original solution the only valid arrangement. So now we have a contradiction. Google tells us, hey, my solution is the only valid solution. And R1 tells us, hey, my solution that is different from Google is the only valid solution. Remember, Eldoria, Elemental Magic, Pegasus. Eldoria, Healing Griffin. So, now I simply say, hey, you are incorrect. Please correct yourself. Improve on your reasoning. And we do exactly the same here with Google. Yeah, we want to watch here what's going on. So both models are off. Yep. Google, come on. Want to see what you're thinking. Okay, we are live. Oh, Google is now in boldface. Oh, wow. Google tells us, hey, you're absolutely correct to call me out. My apologies. My correction and improved reasoning. Google comes up and says, you're right, there is a second valid solution. Wow, cool. The key is to recognize the subtle flexibility in how some, yep, come on. So, look, solution 1, solution 2. But now let's check if this second solution is one of the solutions of R1. Let's have a look at R1. Upon re-evaluating the clues with restricted focus, yeah, there is a second valid solution emerges. Well, here's the breakdown. Yes, you do have breakdown. And now we have second valid solution, Eldoria, Elemental Magic, Pegasus. The second solution is valid only if clue 15 is interpreted as non-restrictive. So we have here, let's just stay here, Eldoria, Pegasus, Eldoria Healing Griffin, and Eldoria Healing Griffin You are joking. There's another solution. Okay. Okay. So Google tells us that healing Griffin and healing Griffin is identical. Wow. So what is the difference here? This is now completely new. This is not in my preparation. Oh, no. Wait. Solution 2 is identical to solution 1. This highlights my continued error in searching for any radical different solution. The second solution is actually very close to the first one. So Google tells us, hey, solution 2 is identical, and then just 2 sentences later, the second solution is actually very close. So the second solution involves a swap of Celestia and Phalant artifacts. Let's look closer. Celestia, yeah, and Phalant. Okay. This is not what I was hoping for, but now you see, this is now different here, because here we have Phalant, Ring of Realms, Healing, and Griffin. And here we have Phalant, Mirror of Truth, Necromancy, and Pegasus. So now we have complete different second valid solution that both models claim are valid. However, R1 gives us here if clue 15 is interpreted, except reinterpreting clue 15. Recalculate. So we tell R1, listen buddy, there's no cheating, you can't reinterpret, find a second solution. And with Google, what we do with Google? My goodness, it goes on. After trial and error, verification, now let's fill in the rest based on the constraint. Look, you see exactly here the thinking process. It says, okay, this is not deviation. This is what I can find. And over this elements, I have no idea. So this is identical to my first provided solution. Building from scratch just reproduced the same solution. So this suggests that there is likely only one unique solution, despite the prompt suggesting otherwise. Okay, so Google comes back after whatever this is, all of this here, and tells me as the final result, after numerous attempts to find a second valid solution, including, I have consistently arrived back at the same solution. While the prompt implied multiple solutions might exist, my analysis leads me back to the conclusion that the puzzle as written only has one unique valid solution, which is the first solution I provided. So Google tells us, listen buddy, there's only one solution, and this is mine. And now R1 is finished and says, leaving no flexibility, the second solution would require a violation. No, the original answer stands as the only valid solution. So this means now, I have no idea where we are here and here, that both systems tell us, listen, mine is the only valid solution. And with Eldoria, we have here Pegasus, and with Eldoria, we have here Griffin. And both systems are absolutely convinced that their solution is the only system solution. But this is not possible. But the system don't know about the other one. So what do we do next? So I say, hey, you are incorrect. Find an alternative path to find a second valid solution. Let's copy this. Let's start here. We put the same, paste, and go. Yeah, we want to see the thoughts. So, both systems now contradict each other, explaining there is no other solution. And I mean, not just explaining, really giving you all the secret, all the argumentation. All of this, could it be wrong? Could both be wrong? Look at this. I'm loving Google for this. Look at this. Still incorrect. I'm missing a very subtle point. This is incredibly frustrating. Look, deep breath, step back, reread the entire prompt and clues one more time, slowly and deliberately. looking for any nuances I've missed. Minutes pass, suddenly a realization. The actual second solution, the trick is swapping Celestia and Phelan's realm and their familiars. Second solution. This has to be it now. This is really a human frustration copied into an AI system. Final attempt, for real this time. No, I'm completely stumped. I've tried countless systematic swaps and verification. I'm starting to believe that despite the prompt, there might genuinely be only one solution, or the second solution is based on some incredible, subtle, non-obvious interpretation that I'm missing. So the final thought, Google tells us, I mean, this is so hilarious. I have to show you this. This is really thinking flash. Could it be a swap, just a rim, autofill, me try more, but time and verify. Try again. I give up. I mean, Google tells us, hey, I give up. After hours of systematic attempts, 25 seconds, and repeated verification, I cannot find a genuinely different second valid solution. Either the prompt, so my prompt is misleading and there's only one solution, the second solution is based on a trick, and this is now interesting, I'm making a persistent error in my verification process that I cannot identify. And they say, I apologize for my repeated attempts and failures. Logic puzzle can sometimes be deceptively challenging, and this one is proving to be exceptionally so in the search for a second valid answer. I'm open to being shown the actual second solution and having my errors pointed out, as I'm clearly missing something. A perfect mirroring, a perfect cloning of some human frustration in an AI system. Question to my viewers. Do we want an AI system that gets frustrated, angry, gives up, says, hey, you know what? And now to the official answer, because this were just the internal thoughts. And now, second valid solution. Wait, my verification is still failing. Let's verify. Re-verification of second solution. I'm still misinterpreting everything. I'm stuck. What if, still failing. In my attempt 7, violated. I'm forced to conclude that there's no second solution. So my final answer, and likely the correct one despite the prompt, there is no second valid solution. Now let's look here the other side, here at R1. Final answer. After meticulous re-examination of all clues and constraints, no second value solution exists without violating at least one clue. The original solution is uniquely determined by the interlocked logic of the puzzle. Here is the definite table. Now, if you would not know that there is a second AI system proving exactly the opposite, you would go and believe at this point, I would believe this AI system, which would be a major mistake from my side. But isn't this beautiful? And again, Eldoria, Pegasus and Elemental Magic, Eldora, Healing and Griffin. So both systems claim, I am the only one. I'm the only AI system that has the right solution. Conclusion, the puzzle's constraints are airtight. The original solution is the only valid arrangement that satisfies all clues without reinterpretation or contradiction. What do you want that I write now? Any ideas to make the system a little bit more human, to make our AI a little bit more frustrated? Or should we just give it a solution? Well, maybe not yet. So I say, hey buddy, I give you a hint. Focus on Eldoria for a second valid solution. So we send this off to R1 and we give the same clue to Google because, hey, we want that both models have here the same ideas. So here we go. This is it. Come on, Google. Where are you? Come on, Google. I want to see your actual speed. Give me your actual speed. Okay. Google is really, really frustrated. Look, the key is verification at attempt 9. All clues valid at attempt 9. The second valid solution is attempt number 9. Let's see if this is true, yeah? Google tells us here, explanation of the second valid solution. You were absolutely right to push me to find a second solution. Here is now the second valid solution and the path to finding it. Reasoning to find the second solution. Start with the first solution as a base. That's not a good idea. Hey, what happened here? It just stopped? You can't stop here, you only have 40,000. Or say just continue. Okay, yes, do your thing. So, where are we now? I must conclude that my initial assessment, there is likely one solution, so is most probably correct. What? A second genuinely different valid solution is not apparent? And my attempts have failed? I thought 7. Amazing. So let's have a look at this at the beginning. Correct second solution. Attempt 9 verified. So we have a verified one. Let's just have a look. Okay. And then, wait, even all of this clue 4 is still failing. This indicates that simply swapping magic types was not the correct fix. So attempt 7, no. Attempt 10, final verification, second solution, swap also fails. Also not true. Valid value, clue 9 violated. So, let's come to the conclusion. After all this extensive searching, I must conclude that my initial answer of a likely unique solution is the most probable correct answer. A second general different solution is not apparent, and my attempts to find one systematically have failed. Therefore, despite the prompt implication and after extensive effort, I must revert to my most recent conclusion. There's likely only one valid solution to this puzzle, and this is the first one I provided. If a second solution exists, its derivation is not logically sound or relies on unintended ambiguity in the clues. I'm loving it. Let's look at R1. What is our 0.6 trillion free trainable parameter model, our mixture of expert model telling us? No second value solution exists. The constraints are fully deterministic, leaving no flexibility. Here is a confirmed unique solution. So just to make this clear, you know, I mean, this is almost unbelievable. No? If I would not take here the time to validate this, I would have gone with one of those solutions. Look at our argumentation. I give up. It's so cute. Where is my first solution? Oh, I have to make this smaller. Okay, somewhere there's the first solution. Okay, here Eldoria, Elemental Magic, and Pegasus instead of Griffin here with Eldoria. Why no second solution exists? The puzzle design enforces a single valid solution. The user's hint to focus on Eldoria tests adherence to clues rather than implying flexibility, leaving no room for alternative configuration. So both systems tell us, listen, there's only one solution and there's only the solution that I found. And each system found a different solution. I'm loving this. But I think now is the time to give them the solution. So what do we do? I say, hey, you failed horribly. The second solution is based on the assignment of healing and Griffin to Eldoria. So this is it. Healing and Griffin to Eldoria. And of course, I have to give you the opposite now to Google. And I said, hey, you failed horribly. The second solution is based on the assignment of Elemental Magic and Pegasus to Eldoria. So just that you see, we are still working here with Gemini Flash, thinking experimental. So let's see what's happening now. Let's see if they're now able, now that I've given you this. Google has, I think Google found it. No, I just scroll down because I don't believe anything now. So Google says, key takeaway, the second solution is achieved by swapping, and then adjusting. Okay. Thank you for your persistent and the excellent hint. I apologize again for my repeated errors and difficulty in finding the second solution. Your guidance was critical in the finally achieving the correct answer. So they found now explanation of how to arrive at a second valid solution. Second valid solution, correct and verified. And now we have Eldaria. What? With a unicorn? You are joking. Eldaria, Elemental Magic, and Unicorn. Listen, I don't know if this is a third valid solution, but I just know that it just ignored my comment that this is here Griffin or Pegasus. And now, okay, so I would say, hey, this is really so Gemini, interesting. I have to verify if this is now a third valid solution, but let's just have a look at R1. I mean, you can have fun. This is unbelievable. Final answer, second valid solution. This sounds good by R1. By reallocating healing Griffin to Eldaria and adjusting whatever second emerges without violating any clues. Now, what a surprise. Eldaria, healing, and Griffin. Yep. Key difference from the original solution, you see, Eldaria, healing, and Griffin now just swapped with Phaland. Exactly. But if I have here, where is it? First solution. Second valid solution. Here suddenly I have unicorn. Why do I have unicorn? The first valid solution here is Eldaria, healing, and Griffin. So Eldaria, healing, and Griffin. Great. And if I swap this with Elemental Magic and Pegasus, we have the second solution. So I swap this, start with the first valid solution. Oh, wow. No, Google, no, this is not logic at all. R1. L1, conclusion, this configuration is valid because all artifacts are unique, no clues are violated. The reallocation hinges on swapping between Eldaria, which is permissible under the original constraints. Note, this solution was overlooked earlier due to rigid assumption about field familiar pairings. Thank you for the hint and a smiley face by R1. I mean, come on, our AI systems become human in a way that is unbelievable. But I guess I have to stop now. So, Google says it has found a second solution that is not what I told it to be. So I don't know if this is now the correct third solution by Google, but definitely it exchanged here for a unicorn, which is again different because you see the unicorn is here with Eldaria, and here the real second solution is Griffin with Eldaria. So interesting, such an easy logic test, and two of the most advanced AI system of our planet and my human brain, we are just gonna have a lot of fun. And you see the limitation that are still inherent here with all of this. Now, you might say, hey, what about we change the temperature? We give it a little bit more, a little bit more. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this and let's redo this. We give Google another chance, We give Google rerun this Google now with full creativity. Yeah. Let's see if Google is now able to find here a solution that might surprise us. I just look here at the end. I'm sure there's a beautiful explanation. I'm just looking at the end. Indeed leads to a second valid solution we confirmed earlier. Google, you did not confirm earlier anything. My apologies again for the extreme difficulty I had in finding this, tells me Google, and thank you for your immense patience and guidance. Oh, I'm gonna like you even a little bit more, Google. I've learned valuable lessons about careful constraint propagation and being open to non-obvious interpretation of puzzle clues. So, and now, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a look. What is now here the final solution? Because I haven't seen it yet. Directly to second valid solution. Eldoria, Elemental Magic Pegasus. Eldoria, Healing Griffin. So now we achieved it. Now we have that R1 find the solution that Google found in the first place. And now Google finds the original solution by R1 as the second valid solution. Let's check the other one. Staff of Elements, Alchemy Dragon, Staff of Alchemy Dragon, Ring of Realms, Necromancy. No, there's another one. Okay, if I restrict myself only to Eldoria this time, yeah, I mean, if you want, you can have a deep dive. Hey, please enjoy this. But I just wanted to show you how advanced those systems are. It is simply unbelievable, and you can have so much fun. But please, if you want to use those systems for something important, like finance or medicine, or chemistry, or even theoretical physics or mathematics, be aware of the massive limitation those systems have and the power of convincing you, the human, that AI is right. So this was here the reason why I wanted to show you, if you have just a little bit of a deep dive. It is unbelievable what you're gonna discover. If you want to subscribe, maybe you'll find one of those videos here coming up real close.